Hey bestie, let's talk? Girl, have you ever stopped to think that the life you have today isn't just by chance? Everything around you, from your relationships and bank account to the way you see yourself in the mirror, is a reflection of what you believe to be true about yourself. Sounds kinda crazy, right? But hear me out, reality doesn't just happen to you, it happens through you. And the secret to changing anything in your life lies in how you see and feel about yourself. That's where the law of assumption comes in, one of the most powerful laws in the universe that can literally transform your life. Maybe you've heard about the law of attraction, the power of the mind, or visualization. And I'm not here to start a rivalry. You can believe in whatever you want. But let me tell you, the law of assumption is what actually makes the magic happen. While most people spend their whole lives wishing for change, hoping that fate will bring them what they want, those who understand this law assume they already have what they desire, and that's how they bring it into reality. Yes, girl, you read that right. You don't have to wait for anything to change to be who you want to be and have everything you want. The secret is to become that person first, in your mind and heart, and then your reality will adjust to reflect it. I know this might sound a little crazy at first. After all, we were taught to look at the outside world and believe it controls us, that circumstances define who we are. But babe, the truth is, everything starts inside us. The way you see yourself shapes your life experience, not the other way around. If you believe life is hard, full of struggles and limitations, guess what? It will be. But if you start assuming that life is easy, abundant, and full of opportunities, it will become exactly that. So tell me in the comments, do you want to change your life once and for all? If your answer is yes, and I'm sure it is, then come with me. Because I'm going to teach you how to use the law of assumption to create your reality and be and have everything you want. So if you're ready for a mental, physical, and spiritual glow up, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Girl, now that you understand your reality is a reflection of what you believe, let me tell you exactly what the law of assumption is. In simple words, this law says that whatever you assume to be true will inevitably manifest in your life. In other words, it doesn't matter if something is real or not at the moment. What matters is what you believe and feel to be true. If deep down you assume you are a successful, loved, and prosperous woman, sooner or later that will be your reality. But if you see yourself as someone who always tries but never succeeds, who is always chasing things without ever reaching them, well, the universe is just going to mirror that back to you. The key here is understanding that life doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you what you believe is already yours. This changes the game completely. Because wishing for something means you don't have it yet, right? And when you desperately want something, you're actually reinforcing the lack of it in your life. But when you assume you already have it, your subconscious mind accepts that idea as a fact and starts aligning your reality with that belief. The difference between those who get everything they want and those who feel stuck is exactly this. The ones who succeed don't wait for things to happen. They simply assume they already are who they want to be. And you know what's even crazier? The law of assumption has been working in your life all along, even if you didn't know it. Everything you have today, your personality, your body, your financial situation, your relationships is a reflection of the assumptions you've made about yourself over the years. If you grew up believing you have to struggle to succeed, your reality will always bring challenges. If you believe you're unlucky in love, you'll unconsciously attract situations that confirm that belief. But if starting today, you begin assuming that your life is easy, that money flows effortlessly to you, that true love is already in your life, then this new reality will manifest for you. And the most amazing part, girl, is that you don't have to force anything. You just have to change your inner beliefs and trust that your reality will shift to reflect this new version of yourself. The secret isn't waiting for change to believe in it, it's believing first so the change happens. If you assume it's true, the universe has no choice but to make it real. Bestie, now we have to talk about one of the biggest secrets of manifestation, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is like fertile soil, and whatever you plant in it, your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions grows and turns into your reality. But here's the thing, it doesn't question anything. It just accepts whatever you give it and starts working to make it true. So if you feed it positive thoughts about yourself and your life, it will accept them and they will become your reality. But girl, if you feed it negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, it will also accept them and do everything to confirm them in your life. It's powerful, but it has no filter. It simply responds to what you believe. But what if from now on you start feeding it different beliefs? If you tell yourself every day, money flows easily to me, I am loved and valued, my body is getting healthier and more beautiful. Over time, your subconscious will accept these truths and work to make your life reflect them. Honey, this isn't magic, it's science. Your brain literally starts filtering information and creating situations that align with these new beliefs. And you know what's even more incredible? Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It just feels the emotions tied to each thought and assumes it's the truth. That's why when you watch an emotional movie, even though you know it's fiction, your heart races, you laugh, cry, and feel everything as if you were actually living it. Your subconscious works the same way with your daily thoughts and emotions. If you imagine yourself living an amazing life and truly feel that emotion, your subconscious starts rewiring your mind to turn that into reality. That's why the law of assumption is so powerful when you assume something as truth and feel it deeply. Your subconscious mind goes into action to make that experience real. Be honest and tell me, which reality have you been reinforcing more? The one you want or the one you're trying to change? Girl, the law of assumption is honestly one of the most powerful tools out there for transforming your life. And you know why? Because it works directly on your mind and energy field, changing how you see yourself and the world. The truth is, everything you believe to be true about yourself will manifest sooner or later. Not because the universe is testing you or because there's some fixed destiny waiting for you, but because you create your reality with your beliefs. Now, think with me. How many times have you seen someone who just seems to be lucky in everything? That person who attracts opportunities, money, and great relationships without even trying. You can bet that this person, consciously or not, assumes that life is easy for them. They believe that things always work out, that they always receive the best, and guess what? The universe responds to that belief. Just like that, how many times have you seen someone who is always complaining, thinking everything is hard and that they never have any luck? Well, that person is assuming that life is a struggle, and of course their reality mirrors exactly that. The law of assumption works for everyone all the time. The difference is that some people use it to their advantage while others unknowingly use it against themselves. The most amazing thing about this law is that it works from the inside out. You don't have to wait for things to change to believe in them. It's your belief that changes things. But just wanting isn't enough. You have to assume that you already are. If you want an incredible relationship, you need to start seeing yourself as someone who already lives that love, who is already worthy of it. When you put yourself in that position, everything around you starts to shift to make that assumption a reality. Opportunities appear, people enter your life. Circumstances adjust all in a natural way because the universe has no choice but to reflect what you assume to be true. Okay, honey, now that you understand how the law of assumption works, let me show you how to apply it in your life in a simple and powerful way. The first step is to clearly define what you want. Sounds obvious, but so many people go through life feeling unsatisfied without even knowing exactly what they desire. So, girl, ask yourself, what do I really want? How do I want to feel every day? What kind of woman do I want to be? Want more money? Whatever it is, you have to assume that reality inside you before it manifests on the outside. Now comes the most important part. You have to live and feel that reality as if it's already yours. I know at first it might feel weird because we've been taught to only believe in what we can see, but the law of assumption doesn't work that way. You feel it first and everything else aligns afterward. So every day, act and think as if your new reality is already a fact. A powerful technique to reinforce this is repeating affirmations and visualization. Your subconscious learns through repetition, so start telling yourself, I am successful, everything works in my favor. I am loved and respected, my life is always getting better. But don't just say it, feel it. Imagine scenes where you're already living that reality. See the details, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. The more real it is for you internally, the faster it manifests in your external world. Trust me, this practice is life-changing. And finally, girl, trust and let go of control. The biggest trap for people trying to manifest something is getting obsessed with when and how it's going to happen. It's already yours, so there's no need to doubt it. Don't try to force it, don't question it, don't get anxious. Your only job is to assume that you already are and already have what you desire, and let the universe handle the rest. Things will align naturally, and before you even realize it, you'll be living exactly the life you imagined. So from now on, decide who you want to be and just be that person. You deserve everything and can have it all. Girl, now that you know how to use the law of assumption to be and have everything you want, let's talk about something super important. What can go wrong in this process? Because yes, like I mentioned before, a lot of people end up sabotaging their own manifestation without even realizing it, and I want you to avoid these traps. The first thing that can mess things up is doubt and lack of patience. So many people start applying the law of assumption, do their affirmations, visualize, but after a few days, they start thinking, is this even working? Or, but I haven't seen anything change yet, and boom. The moment you doubt, you cancel out all the progress you made. Remember, your reality reflects what you believe to be true. Girl, when you order something from Amazon, do you keep checking the website every 5 minutes to see if your package is really on its way? No, right? You placed the order, you paid for it, and you know for sure it's going to arrive at your address no matter how long it takes. That's exactly how you need to think when it comes to your manifestations. If you assume your new life is already real, it's already real. You don't need to keep checking or wondering if it's working, you just know and trust. Another super common mistake is still reacting to your old reality. Girl, pay attention to this. What you're living right now is just a reflection of what you believed in the past. You will never move forward if you keep focusing on what already happened. The secret is to stay firm in your new assumption, no matter what your eyes see at the moment. I like to imagine that three-dimensional reality, which is our physical world, has a delay, it's running late. What you create in your four-dimensional world, which is your subconscious, is the real reality. You cannot react to the physical world. Another mistake that can mess up your manifestation is fear and the need for control. A lot of times, when you start assuming something new, your subconscious will try to pull you back to what's familiar. That's because the mind loves known patterns, even when they're not good for you. So if you've always believed that you have to work super hard to have money, for example, your brain might throw thoughts at you like, this is too good to be true, or what if I'm just fooling myself? But girl, don't fall for that trap. Those thoughts are just old beliefs trying to hold on. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that the new version of your life is already here and that you are safe to receive it. Girl, now that we've talked about the law of assumption and everything it can do for you, I want to remind you of something super important. Change starts with you, inside of you. There's no magic, no hidden secret. What really makes the difference is you owning the fact that you have the power to create your reality. You are the author of your story. It doesn't matter where you are right now or what happened in the past. What matters is the decision of who you choose to be from now on. The law of assumption is an amazing tool, but it will only work if you truly believe in your heart that you are already capable of being and having everything you desire. And when you start living as if you've already achieved your goals, doors open in ways you never imagined. So don't be afraid to dream big and believe that everything you want is already within your reach. I know that at first it can be a little challenging because our minds are so used to old patterns. Change happens when you decide you're ready to step into your best version. Don't doubt yourself, you already have everything you need inside you to create the life of your dreams. So let's go, girl, trust, assume, and live this new reality with confidence. Because the world is about to align with the powerful woman you already are. Believe me, the life you've always dreamed of is already waiting for you. You just have to believe and live as if it's real. That's it, I love you.